how are you? Amanda, Saint Artist. This face is going to look a lot better in a minute, I promise. Having this dark eye look makes things dark. All right, I'm going to try a new method. I've been all about trying new things lately, and we're going to do it again. So this is something called BRONTOUR. Now, I saw this on somebody who doesn't have stuff. And so if you're going to start seeing this BRONTOUR method, it's more, you know how I say less is more. This is definitely more of those less kinds of things. But I still have stuff that I don't like showing through. Your skin can show through as much as you want it to. Your look is in your hands, how you want to. I try to touch all the bases, but I still have problematic skin. But I'm going to use one brush, the blush and bronzer brush. And here's the setup. It's going to be a little different in here than you're used to seeing. Bam. This is going to be my BRONTOUR kit. I'm using a highlight that's most definitely not my skin tone. This is my summer color. So if you have your summer color laying around, throw that sucker back in your palette. I have my brightening, which is linen, and then I'm using stone. This is a warmer, cool tone. So BRONTOUR, bronzer and contour mixed together. I did somebody's makeup yesterday and I used this, and it was just really beautiful in a way that it warmed the skin while also contouring it. So it was great. On this layer, I have my setting powder because, again, I'm oily. We all know that. But I'm going to be using these two colors. Now, this is the new shade of the season. Okay, this is Tiny Dancer. And then I have Pink Grapefruit. And this is where people are wearing less makeup. They're wanting less. Okay, but they're also, it's just a lot of new today. Okay, and so I'm going to do my correcting. But I'm going to be using Hazel, my summer shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a lot of the fluffy end of this brush, which is also something I usually use this short end. It's going to be a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to grab that hazel color while I put my hair in my makeup. But I'm going to use this end here, and I'm going to lightly go over my discoloration. Just lightly, because I don't like stacking a lot. Anytime I'm color correcting, it is a very thin amount. So I'm coming up, I have a broken capillary here. I have some redness, extra redness today right there. And I'm just gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna bring this up. I am gonna add something to my palette, something that's been my skin is ever changing. I'm about to be 43, so things are just different, okay? They're different every day. I'm grabbing that hazel and I'm going over, I have a visitor, and I have redness on my chin and then on my nose. Okay, I'm gonna add balm. I'm using the peach. Okay, this is something that I talked to a customer about. If scents bother you, just get the unscented. I love scents, so peach works for me. So I'm gonna slide that in with this. Now that's because my under eyes have stuff, and I've got my fine lines and I've got my wrinkles. I'm gonna take this balm and I'm gonna put it under my eyes. I'm putting a really, really, really thin amount under my eyes. And the scent doesn't bother me, but if you're sensitive to smells, just get unscented. It's the same exact product, just one smells different. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna take that main highlight and I'm just gonna go over my discoloration with it the way I do with Frenchie. Ooh, let's try Tiny Dancer. I mean, we're using it. I'm gonna do Tiny Dancer, boom. This is a nice pink. I wanted to try this anyways instead of my Frenchie Huge. That's darn good. I like doing it with the balm too because it makes everything glide on really nice. It helps reduce creasing. You really want a thin amount under your eyes. All right, the next way we're gonna do this with this BRONTOUR method. So I just corrected my discoloration and now we're really getting into the BRONTOUR. If you don't have skin discoloration like I do, I'm gonna go over my hyperpigmentation back here. Just using that fluffy end, very, very light. Okay, if you don't have stuff like I do, skip that last part and go right into your contour. I'm gonna add stone because it has that warmth to it. And I'm gonna use this fluffy end and I'm just gonna go really focusing on my hairline. And I'm typically a medium to full coverage gal. So I'm just sweeping this across the forehead, just like this, really focusing it on the sides, the full sides. I usually have contour and then bronzer, but I'm bringing it all the way down to my brow over on the sides. And then I'm just sweeping it across the hairline and it's coming a bit down my forehead. That's okay. I'm trying a middle part today. I don't know what we think about it. I don't know if I look like a knight or like a 90s heartthrob. I don't know. But I am still gonna do my nose. I can't not contour my nose because I don't like my nose. nose. All right, we're gonna take that fluffy, and I shake mine just to fan the bristles out, and we're just gonna go over on the sides where I put my bronzer and where I put my contour, because we're brontouring. I'm even bringing this down, but I'm putting a little extra right up there. Okay, this is just giving you, this is where I did a video a little bit ago where I skipped contour, and I said you're probably contouring and you don't even know it. This is pretty much the same concept, except I am using a contour. Pretty much using a contour. I like a side part. I am who I am. Whatever. 90s heartthrob be gone. All right, so we're just going in on the cheeks here. We're going up. I'm bringing it down. This, I'm trying to use it in a way that I'm able to still balance my skin, because I'm going to be using linen, and I'm going to show you how. I am going to bring this under my jawline, because brontouring is obviously going to make me a little darker, but my neck is always lighter. So I'm just going to bring that down really easy, okay? I'm going to go a little heavy right here just because of my hyperpigmentations. And then I'm going to grab, I know I said I was going to use one brush, but I'm contouring my nose. So we're going to grab it with the detail brush, and I am just going to do my nose. So sorry, I'm never not going to contour my nose. And I don't want to send a picture after at the end where I've gone in after the tutorial and touched up, because that's not honest. And if there's one thing I won't do, is I won't mislead. I'm contouring my nose. If I would have not, you better believe I probably would have gone in and really, either way, I wouldn't have left my house without doing it. So I am who I am. And you are who you are, and it's okay to do whatever your heart desires. I'm going to use this little one just right here. I'm trying to be better about contour. I love a good nose contour though. I do. It makes me feel really good. I don't know. We all have our stuff, right? Okay. Now back to this brush. Okay, so I had used my contour stone, just darkening my neck. Goodness, this hair. I've tried also doing it differently. I feel very, I don't know. I have so many different things I think of myself. I'm a knight. I'm a 90s heartthrob. I'm Rachel from the first season of Friends. I don't know. Okay, I did try to have that haircut. It was not good. There's a picture. There is a Sadie Hawkins picture that it does me no good. Okay, so I've just swept that, and I don't think this looks bad by any means. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use the fluffy end. I'm going to go into linen. I'm really just living on this end of the brush, and I'm just going to go over this lower part, and look at how it just works together, balances it out. This is giving me that little extra coverage, that little bit of definition, and I'd already put bronzer there, so it's kind of melding together in this really sweet way. Going right in the middle, because I still like that definition that you get with brightening, giving that reflective light and getting to, I like the reflecting light look. I think it's a great way to add dimension and coverage in a really, really natural way. If there's one thing I like adding, and fluffy brushes are just, this is definitely a lighter coverage. Okay, before I do my under eyes, I'm going to do my cheeks, because I always do, because I get a little out of hand. But there's this new blush method that I really want to try, and I watched somebody do it this morning. Seriously, I learned this method this morning, and I don't hate it. I am going to use the short end, I think. And we're going to use these two colors. I like mixing colors, but again, I have stuff, and it's still kind of showing, and it bothers me. Full disclosure. This is a great method. It just depends on what you like for your outcome, and I like showing new ways to help check other people's boxes, not just mine. I'm going to go into Tiny Dancer, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit onto this brush, and I'm going to smile. Now, you've seen me do this with my brightening highlight, where I smile and I add that bright. You can see I have this shine, and I bring that brightening here, and then I use it under my eyes. It's the same concept. So smile, and I'm going to hit right here with that Tiny Dancer, and it has that lightness, but it adds this flush pink. Look at how pretty that is. It's really lovely. And I'm just gonna add that on. A lot of people don't know what to do with Tiny Dancer. I think this is a great option. Screw correcting your under eyes. If you're wanting this as your lip, a cheek, whatever, it's something that's gonna do more than one thing. I think it's a great option for under eye correcting. I think my eyeshadow's playing into my under eye issues today, but whatever. I didn't wash anything off afterwards. I just dusted it off. But I'm just taking that tiny dancer, smiling, and I'm hitting the tops of my apples. You have to smile to hit this unless you're blessed with really plump, beautiful cheeks. And as you mature, now again, I'm going to be 43, it goes away. And so I am hitting just the tops. Do you see that nice, pretty, I think it looks very youthful. And you can do this with Saint Tropez if Tiny Dancer's not available anymore. You could do this with Petal. Now, Petal's a gloss, and because I have stuff, I don't use glosses. So Petal with candy would be really pretty. That's what I saw the person do, but they didn't have the stuff I have. And so I like finding ways of using things. So just taking that Tiny Dancer, and I'm just building it up until I'm happy. And it's adding this, I really love this. It's very pretty. And I even think it's accentuating my cheeks, adding it on the top, which I would have never expected. So this is a really fun learning thing. You guys are watching me learn. All right, I'm going to take that short, and now I'm just barely tapping, and I'm going to go into pink grapefruit. Now, there's baby watermelon, pink grapefruit. There's another one, I don't know, but I like this one because it's very cool toned. So I'm going to go in, I'm just, again, tapping it on very lightly, smiling again, and we're keeping this on the tops right here. It's really not playing into my cheek. Look at how pretty that is. This is actually really neat. It's bumping up my cheeks more than I expected it to. And then I'm pulling it into that Tiny Dancer, fluffing it in with that. That's very pretty. I'm kind of surprised. I can't wait to see what this looks like with my brightening and then with my lipstick. Huh. Cool. Okay, tapping it up. I mean, I'm lightly tapping it, and then I'm lightly tapping it too. I don't like swirling my creams on because of my stuff. Look at how pretty that is. And it's taking everything in me to not bring it down here. This is really lovely. I mean lovely. I mean it. Now, I know that these aren't winter colors, but I know there are winter colors, okay? But you know what? If you like something, wear it year round. Nobody's going to be like, did you see her wearing pink in November? Nobody's doing that. Okay, let's do lip. I'm going to contour my lip, and I'm going to use my finger because I'm trying to stay with one brush. And I'm going to pop a soul patch on. And then I'm just going to go like this and use my lip as a scraper. Just going to scrape it off my finger and put it above the lip. You just want to create a little bit like that. Okay, I'm going to bring it up right there very lightly, tapping this out, going into that brightening a little bit. We're going to hit here and here very lightly. Boom, boom. I'm going to grab extra, and we're going to go here. I did this when I was working with somebody yesterday. I got to do a bride's makeup as a test run. I'm not doing her makeup for her wedding, but we were doing a test run, and then she's going to get the colors and take it with her because she's doing a destination wedding. And I did her lips like this, and she was like, okay. Okay. I'm going to take, and I'm going to use these on my lips too. And I'm going to grab my brighter pink. Okay, what color was this again? Pink grapefruit. Pink grapefruit. And I'm going to I need the mirror part. I wish they'd put a mirror on the bottom. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to go over. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to go. And I'm putting this really heavy on. Here we go. All right. Putting it on almost like a lip liner. I'm just filling up the top part and leaving the middle alone. Okay, now that I'm like in my face, I think there's some things I want to do. All right, we're going to go in with that Tiny Dancer now. And I'm going to fill that in as a little ombre, the way we kind of ombre'd our cheeks. That's very lovely. And that balm I used at the beginning, the balm is a great tool to have. It's worth putting in your palette. And these are all colors you probably already have. If you still have your summer shade and it's just too dark, this worked very lovely. Okay, we're gonna do the under eyes. I'm gonna grab with my finger, and I am going to go just below this trough and up, okay? And then I'm gonna go out here just to clean up that eyeshadow. Taking this big end. Now, if you're gonna use this under your eyes, because I'm trying to do this with one brush, just pinch it and get up there and tappy, tappy, tap. Grab it here, tappy, tappy, tap it down. Less is more. We brought that pink up pretty high, so I'm not bringing it down as low as I normally would. But look at how pretty that is. And just use your fingers to blend. That's lovely. Lovely. Okay, getting the other eye. We're gonna go right below that trough and up. Less is more. You really don't need a lot, especially having that tiny dancer underneath, because I color corrected with it. You really don't need a lot. And I try to hug the orbital bone, pinching it, and we're just gonna tap it. It's hard to see me tap it because this brush is so darn big. I like the blend brush personally more, but if you are doing one color or one brush, you can make it work. That's very pretty. Okay, when I was doing my makeup, I had some broken capillaries. So I'm gonna tap into Hazel and into my brightening, and I'm gonna go right here with that. It's gonna be fine. Pinch it again, just like with the eyes, and just tap it out. I have a lot of redness and broken capillaries around my nose. And so I'm just using my summer shade and lightening it with my brightening shade. But my nose, it just gets gross. But you can get cakey right here, so really use those fingers to press it down. That was attractive. All right, and I am 43, so I have to do one thing just to keep it real here. Oh, come on. There we go. 43, guys. 43 next month. What should we do for fun for my birthday? What would be fun? I mean, I could do a giveaway. I mean, I like giving. I'm really like secret here. I don't like receiving gifts. It makes me super uncomfortable. I never know how to be like, it just, oh, I'm so bad at receiving gifts, and I always feel like I should have something to give back. So for my birthday, I want to find a way to like give out instead. But a fun eye look. I got, this is just off topic of what we're doing here, but I finally found the Taylor Swift red. I've been talking a lot about it on here, and I found it and I ordered it. I had to go do a bulk order because I'm down to just Seint setting spray now. So I got an Urban Decay. I got a new Milk Hydro Grip. I ordered Charlotte Tilbury. I got the Laura Mercier translucent powder everybody's been wanting me to try. And then I got the Taylor Swift red. And then I have to go into a store to buy more of this because Sephora doesn't sell that. Anyways, there we go. All right, so because I'm oily, I am going to take my Seint setting spray, which I don't typically recommend for oily skin, but it can work because it's been working pretty well for me. But while my face is still damp, fluffy end, we're gonna go into that setting powder. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna bring it in. I'm loving how this is looking. I really love how this is looking. And this is a really light amount of makeup. I used this brush, this fluffy brush, to apply a majority of it. That's pretty dang good. This is a beautiful look. Beautiful, natural, this is lovely. I am pleasantly, happily surprised. And look, my eyeshadow doesn't look bonkers anymore. So that's it. Ooh, I'm so excited to do some holiday looks. I like Halloween. I'm not good at Halloween makeup, probably because I'm not a makeup artist. I love holiday looks though. I need to go find my Santa hat. But I love Thanksgiving, all-time favorite holiday. My birthday's the day after Thanksgiving this year, better than last year when it was on it. And I host, and it's like, it's my favorite. Like I love it almost as much as I love Seint. But I absolutely love Thanksgiving. Do I need to add more makeup to my chin? I think I do. We're gonna go with both. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna touch up. But I love it, so I'll come up with some good Thanksgiving holiday makeup looks. That'd be fun. This gradient look I'm doing with my eyes, I just checked another one off the list. Today was Trust. This is it. I've been keeping it in my new fancy palette too. And I'm keeping the same three colors, Cupcake, Leo, and Peppa. And I'm taking, so Peppa is my spotlight eye color, and it's just a pop in the middle. But my gradient look is Trust, which is also my eyebrow color. So it's a 2-for thing. Okay, that's it. This was so fun. I loved this method. Have a good day.